I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. Terrible things are happening in this country, and I think all over the so-called Western world. That will include any of the former colonies of the British territories, British colonies, and even in the United States and in the UK. There is a trending video of a pensioner that was gagged by his wife and his 4 graduate boys. He was tied both hands and feet, and I was watching him being loosened by his neighbors. The man had his pension paid, and he announced to his family that his pension had been paid. He opened 2 shops for his wife. According to the report, there was another thing about 3 million. I don't know if he gave the woman 3 million. I don't know what the 3 graduates wanted or 4 graduates wanted, boys. But they started arguing over the man's pension, what a man labored for. And the wife went to the police station to report that the husband wanted to kill her. And they told her, you know how backward and underdeveloped we are? They told her to go and bring a minibus to carry police to arrest the man. Instead, she carried 6 men. I don't want to mention where they are from. 6 men to tie him, gag him, and tie his neck to something. 2 options. Either those men that they brought will eliminate him, or they will allow him starve to death. The neighbors were alerted by the noise below, and they found out that the wife and the sons were packing things away from the house. And they forcefully entered the house and saw the landlord, who is the husband. The man owned the building, tied. As they were loosening the man, I heard the man say that they wanted to kill him, that one time they broke his foot, his leg, and that they gagged his mouth. They want to kill me. They want to kill me. I told you, men, that after the age of 60, you are on your own. Told you that after the age of 60, you are a second option. And I recently learned that in the developed, in quote, societies, UK, America, that the children come first, the wives come next, pussycats and dogs come third, plants come next. Before you can cut a tree in your compound, you need to take permission from the local government. But you don't need a permission to throw your husband out of the house. And so the men come 5th. By the time you have labored to train these children, labored to take care of the wife, if you are not careful, if you are not strategic, you will find out that you are the only person that is another person's child in that house. That you are a minority leader. And all those your strength you were displaying when you were younger, when you would flog the children, discipline the children under the prompting of their mother, and the mother will call them to herself, please don't kill my children for me, that you have been alienated against your children. And most men do not realize that the opposite of love is not hatred. The opposite of love is wickedness. The man becomes disposable because you no longer can knock. You're virtually useless to the wife. The children do not need you to train to pay school fees. Those boys are 4 graduates. Blame the economy for their not being employed. But there are people they graduated with who are working. Why will they wait for their father's retirement benefit to share it with him? Men, you reach a certain age, your security and your future is important. Learn to protect yourself from household wickedness. A prominent man in this part of the country, a former minister of state, I don't know where he went to. One of his sons went there and carried a large sum of money. The man collapsed and died. And the boy that carried the money was alleged to have said that, why is he having cardiac arrest for that sum of money? He's a rich man. And recently he went and took a chieftaincy title, started selling properties. Children started fighting each other. You are just an ATM. You are a source of, how will I call it, meeting their needs until they no longer need you. It is sad. All these church folks, all these hypocritical women will come here. I love my husband, my wife, and then stupid men, my children, and this one loved me. My family is different. Shakespeare said, there is no art to prove the mind's construction on the face. He was a man in whom I built an absolute trust. It's in Macbeth. And so, I think Julius Caesar said, et tu, Brutus, you never can tell. And so, a young man died recently in a tragic incident with his wife and his first son. Today, his father, his remaining children or so, they are fighting over his inheritance, his wealth. Men, learn to be a little bit selfish. I'm learning to take care of myself, prioritize my health, prioritize my security, prioritize my vision. I've made provision for nearly every person in my household, including grandchildren. The next thing, when I shared with you why I left my wife, you mumu people, you could not understand. If that man had established something for the wife that is taking care of her, and the children are even involved, the pension that he received will not be enticing for them to want to buy him. I don't know what the world is turning to. Men are doing terrible things to their wives. Children are doing terrible things to their mothers to make quick money. In this dispensation, be very careful. According to my Father in the Lord, many are called, few are wicked. I did one video and I think my wife was angry with me. I said that when you reach a certain stage, it is not every money you receive. It is not every financial breakthrough that you receive that you share with your wife, with your children, and members of your household. I know a son who arranged for his father to be robbed to collect a certain sum of money from him. In the course of the robbery, the father was killed. And he said that we agreed that you should not delete him, the son. But his uncles were smart enough to deprive him of grabbing the wealth. This world is becoming very dangerous. Those who have ears, let them hear. Take your health, take your security, take your safety, take your future very seriously. In the last days, men will be wicked, desperate, treacherous, betrayers. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. I will be in the UK from on the 14th of April. You can contact my manager on +234 80 21 21 92 62 if you want to meet with me. I'll be in London, Bristol and Cardiff. I'll be in Birmingham. I'll be in Manchester. I will be in Glasgow. I will be in Belfast. I intend to reach the 4 countries before coming back to my dear Nigeria. We have a webinar coming up on the 18th and on the 19th of April. It is tagged Managing Provocation in Marriage. You see what I talk? In marriage, managing provocation in marriage, in the workplace, in your family. Send a message to +234 80 21 21 92 62. God bless you.